Remember when I used to say at rallies, we will never become a socialist nation. I used to say it all the time. And I was right. We've gone right to communism. That's a step. We've gone right to Marxism. We never were socialists because we skipped over socialism, Mr. Congressman. We skipped right over it. We went right to communism. Together we created the most secure border. I mean, the things that we've done are incredible. The border in U.S. history, and built over 500 miles of border wall. I told you we're going to build another 200, and they didn't want to do it. Now, I have a thing if you want. Has anybody ever heard the snake? This has to do with the border, and this has to do now with Israel because of what happened. Should I do it or not? Okay, I thought you might be in a hurry to get the hell out of here. Nobody's in a hurry, right? So this has to do with borders. It has to do with bad people coming in, has to do with people coming in from jails and mental institutions. And now it even pertains to Israel. What happened yesterday was incredible. I mean, whoa, so many people killed. I don't know if you've been here, but the number was much bigger than they reported even this morning. It's a very big number, very, very big number. And vicious too, vicious. Young children just slaughtered. It's terrible what's going on. So this is the snake. And people love it, and I do it if people want to hear it. Some people have heard it, some people haven't, but we'll do it, right? On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you, right? Border. People coming in. I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman. Sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found the pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, cried the vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried, but if I hadn't brought you in by now, you truly would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying, thank you, ma'am, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, cried the vicious snake. Oh, this is so sad to hear. Look, she's crying in the front. Don't cry. Learn from this. She's crying. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me. But why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. That's what's happening on our border. That's what's happening on our border. This is just a little thing that I did once and I liked it, and I did it again, and some people like it. But what it's saying basically is we're taking in people in our country, that we're taking in people involved with Israel that were attacked, taking in people from all over the world, many of them from prisons, many of them from insane asylums. Please, sir, don't use the term insane asylums. That's Silence of the Lambs stuff. That's serious stuff, right? Mental institutions. Couldn't you just use my geniuses backstage? Sir, could you not use the term insane asylum? Because it's very tough. You know, that's the Silence of the Lamb, Hannibal Lecter, right? I said, well, we have to do that. We have to use the term, but we're taking these people in. Sighed the vicious snake, right? Sighed the vicious snake. We're taking people in, and we're going to have taken in terrorists from all over the world. Terrorists are pouring into our country. You know, in 2019, they did a thing. They had no terrorists for a long period of time, none. And yesterday, I heard they announced thousands of terrorists are coming into our country. When I was your president, we had peace through strength, And now we have weakness, conflict, and chaos. The atrocities we're witnessing in Israel would never have happened if I was president, would never have ever happened. When I was commander-in-chief, we reduced the Iranian economy, and I withdrew from the disastrous Iran nuclear deal, imposed the toughest ever sanctions on the regime, and imposed a strict travel ban to keep radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of our country. Now they're pouring into our country. They're pouring into our country. Joe Biden undid it. He undid it all and gave billions and billions of dollars to the world's top sponsor of terror, tossing Israel to the bloodthirsty terrorists and jihadists. You saw that just recently. Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, he's another beauty, bragged to this is like a couple of days ago, like yesterday. He bragged to a foreign policy audience, quote, "The Middle East region is quieter today than it's been in 2 decades. Oh, how's that working out? They just attacked Israel. And it's been a hotbed beyond that, even beyond that. This war happened for 3 reasons. The allowing by the Biden administration of Iran to sell massive amounts of oil, making $60 billion a year. People don't talk about that. They talk about the $6 billion. But they gave them $6 billion in ransom money. We got 6, they got 6. We got 5, they got 5. But then what happened is they also got $6 billion. So we got 5, and they got 5. And on top of the 5, they got $6 billion. Somehow, that's not a good deal. And our country's perceived weakness with an incompetent and corrupt leader, Joe Biden, who's laughed at all over the world. And Joe Biden betrayed Israel. You know, when I see Bibi Netanyahu come and he tries to talk them into doing something, they never do it. They never do it. It's a real problem. I can't imagine how anybody who's Jewish or anybody who loves Israel, and frankly, the evangelicals love Israel. I can't imagine anybody voting Democrat, let alone for this man who's totally, he was shot 30 years ago. He's more shot now. But the problem was all caused by crooked Joe Biden. And, you know, he's negotiating all of these different deals, but he's not really negotiating because he doesn't have time in the day. He spends most of the day sleeping. But he can't put 2 sentences together. He can't do anything. He can't do anything. We have an incompetent man as our president. Worst president in the history of our country. The only one that's happy about him is Jimmy Carter. It's true. Jimmy's thrilled. But this problem was caused, in my opinion, by his boss, Barack Hussein Obama. Remember Rush Limbaugh? He used to, do we like Rush, right? He used to go, Barack Hussein Obama. But it's caused by Obama. That's the boss of Crooked Joe. And his people who are running the White House. His people are running the White House. And they're running these vicious witch hunts and investigations on me because I don't think Biden's, you know, I don't think he knows what the hell he's doing.